everybody, Tim W. Rago here, games, movies, and vlogs. How the hell is everybody today? Now, for today's video, I know this video is like a week late. I wanted to make this video a week ago when the awesome and funny as shit Tom and Jerry 2021 trailer dropped, but due to other videos and my job, I haven't been able to make this until now, so here you go. Now, I saw this trailer now 3 times, and for those of you who have not seen it yet, I will post it in the description below. So yeah, I love the fact though that Tom and Jerry has finally hit the live action mainstream, because I mean seriously, we've gotten live action Transformers, live action G.I. Joe, live action Ninja Turtles. Why hasn't Tom and Jerry hit this yet? Like, seriously, until beforehand. Look at this. It is not Tom and Jerry without watching Tom get hit by something. I mean, just look at that. That's funny. And it's like, look at his fingers. Is his fingers stuck in the windshield wipers? That's funny. And just look at Jerry. He just walks away. Jerry just walks away like, alright, I'm good now. But, anyways, I can't believe, like, it took this long for Hollywood to to make a live-action Tom and Jerry movie. Like, I first heard about this back in 2018 when... Okay, what's with the animated... You know what? Don't even question it. It's Tom and Jerry. Don't even question it. You can't question Tom and Jerry. But anyways, as I was saying, I first heard about this movie back in 2018 when I read that they were finally going to do a live-action Tom and Jerry movie. I thought that Tom and Jerry were going to basically be like how they did Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's like it was all CG and all like realistic fur on them and stuff. I thought that's how they were going to do Tom and Jerry, but no, they basically space jammed it. And what I mean by that is like they have animated characters with real people like they did in Space Jam and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then there's the really shitty movie that's a ripoff of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It has Brad Pitt in it. I don't remember the name of it, and frankly I don't want to, because it didn't even look that appealing to me, in all honesty. So yeah, the fact that they did it in that style, it's like, huh, okay, that's a little interesting. So basically, like, the whole point of this movie is like there's this hotel in New York City that is hosting this really fancy wedding, and Jerry keeps going around eating all the food, so Chloe Grace Moretz's character here brings in Tom to stop him. Like, they just set the movie up for typical Tom and Jerry. They just have one little new thing thrown into the plot, and it's just awesome, like, seeing Chloe Grace Moretz in this movie, because she's known for doing some comedy. And then Michael Pena, who I know him from a couple other movies, but I can't remember. But the one that always sticks out of my mind is the movie Jexy. You know, about the phone that ruins a guy's life? Exactly. If you ever find it. It's a good hour and a half to sit through. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. And then also, there's another actor that when I get to his screenshot, I'll talk about him. But I just love it that... look at Jerry. It's like he just goes around eating all the food or whatever, particularly the cheese. Excuse me. And he does like this little twirl right here with the brown cape on, which is like, okay, where'd you get that from? So yeah, I am super hyped for this movie. I can't wait for this to either come out in theaters, on DVD, on the Fire Stick. I'll watch them all 3 ways if I'm able to. And look at Jerry's room. Now, this is awesome. Like, look at his room. He's got those wireless earbuds for speakers. And I bet you that's like somebody's iPhone found in the... I don't know if that's an iPhone, but it's like you got somebody's phone, like he found in the trash or whatever, and he's using it as a TV. Oh, that's classic right there. Just look at that. Living in the mouse hole. Like, just seeing this trailer it's such a nostalgia thing for me, because like many fans, I've grown up watching Tom and Jerry. Heck, to this day, I still have a Look at Jerry Mouse. Look what it says, a mouse. And it has a little hand-drawn mouse pointing to the words, a mouse. Like, really? Did they just make that little card up as they went along? But anyways, as I was saying, I still have, to this day, I still have a VHS tape that has a Tom and Jerry marathon recorded on it. So, yeah. Oh my god, this is actually a funny bit in the trailer. Like, Jerry crawls into a photocopier and he just makes photocopies of himself, which is, in all honesty, here we go right here. How much y'all want to bet that that was the actual concept art for this movie? It had to have been. That had to have been the concept art for this movie here. So, yeah, so the whole thing, my prediction actually about the way this movie plays out, what's up, Tom? The way this movie plays out is, this is just my prediction, is that the beginning of the movie, the beginning of this trailer, when Tom and Jerry are at the bus stop, is like, I bet you that takes place during, like the original TV show at some point, and then they go their separate ways, and then all these hotel scenes are like years later, where Jerry's been living his own life and living it up, but now that the wedding's going on, it's like a really big problem for the hotel managers, so they call in Tom to go stop him. And it's funny, Chloe Grace Moretz is the one to do it. Now, I don't know, it's like, the fact that they got comedic actors in this kind of movie is like, oh my god, this whole movie's nothing but a comedy. Oh, that's funny. I remember from the cartoon, Jerry has walked straight through Tom's ears to get back into his house, into his mouse hole. So that's kind of funny that they put that in there. But yeah, once these two meet, everybody knows Tom and Jerry. Oh, and then there's the funny piano gag that has happened so many times. It's happened to Tom a bunch, and then it's happened to the other cat, the black cat, Butch. It's happened to him a few times. But it's like, the fact that these scenes are in this movie is like, oh my god, I love that they put that in there. This is wallpaper worthy. Just look at this awesome screenshot of Tom. I mean, this is in the rain, and he's like a couple 100 feet up. But like I said, when it comes to the physics in Tom and Jerry, there's hardly any physics at all. You don't question Tom and Jerry. You just take them for how they are. Oh, and this is funny right here. Jerry takes a pair of scissors and cuts this cable while Tom's trying to walk towards him. On the doing a tight wire, like a high wire thing on all fours. So that was kind of funny. And Tom just drops and falls flat on his face. That's hilarious. And that taxi in the background, I don't know why, but since Tom gets hit by everything, I don't know why, but a small little part of me thinks that Tom's gonna get hit by this taxi. Like, he's gonna get up and the taxi's gonna run over him. And here we go, you got Tom going on a skateboard, riding a skateboard over a taxi. Now, Tom he's done some crazy shit over the years, and this is no different. So, wow. That's funny. Like, there's a quick shot of Tom just bouncing back and forth between the two cars. And literally, once they have both these two together, I think I said this already here, the rest of this trailer is just nothing but these two beating the everlasting shit out of each other. Like, one other gag. Here we go. This is the other actor that I was talking about. You got Ken Jeong. I think that's this actor's name. All I really know him is this is Mr. Chow from the Hangover trilogy, or also known as Jerry Wang from Transformers: Dark of the Moon. So I love that he's in this movie because it's a comedy. So why wouldn't you put him in this movie? Oh, and this part's funny right here. Jerry punches Tom like right in the eye, like he's done a lot of other times. So I don't know. What do you guys think down there in the comments? How? What? Like I said, don't question Tom and Jerry because it's impossible to question Tom and Jerry. It's Tom and Jerry. You just take them for how they are. But what do you guys think? Are you as hyped for this movie as I am? Like seriously, despite the fact that they space jammed it with the animated animals with the real people. Despite that, what do you all think down there in the comments? Please give this video a like if you think that if you're as hyped for this movie as much as me. Or say in the comments if you are disappointed with this trailer. Because I know there's a lot of you die-hard fans out there who like how the Monster Hunter movie gets bashed, and the first 5 Transformers movies get bashed. So I hope this movie doesn't end up that way. So yeah, if you feel that I truly deserve it, I would appreciate giving this video a like if you're as hyped for this movie as me. I said that already. And also please like, share, and sub, to not only this channel, but to the Movie Reviews Library. And also follow me on Instagram at LizardMan2021. The links to both of those things will be in the description below. So yeah, I just so can't believe it. Like, I have been waiting for this for a long time. Like, there have been other cartoons that have gotten live action movie adaptations, and I just so can't believe, like, it took them this long to give Tom and Jerry a movie in this style. I just so can't believe it. Like, they could have done it, like, at least in either the 90s or the early 2000s, but the fact that they've waited this long to do this, it's like, really? You couldn't do this a lot, or you couldn't do this a lot earlier? But for what it is, this trailer, to me anyways, promises a good time. Like, I hope this movie is at least, like, an hour and 45 minutes. Not an hour and a half. I so hope it's not an hour and a half. I hope it's like an hour and 40-something minutes. So, yeah, can't wait to go see this movie when it comes out next year. So, this is Tim W. Rago, and I'm going to say peace out, everybody, and see you all in the next video that I do. Alright. That's all, folks.